Cool story, bro. All right, I have no idea why that happened. Goddamn Cox Communications, I pay for this. I pay for the most expensive goddamn internet. They can't get it right. I mean, come on. Cox Communications, you know what? You suck. And the reason why you suck is because you're the only one I can choose to stream for internet or whatever in this whole freaking Phoenix metropolitan area, and you suck. And your next nearest competitor is even worse than you. Cox sucks cock. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Damn it. Jeez. All right, well, I don't even know what to do now because basically the whole entire show lost the flow. What are we gonna do? What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick ourselves back up and we're gonna do the freaking show. It doesn't matter if Cox Communications sucks, and they do. They're never gonna be a sponsor, but yeah. You have a monopoly and you suck. All right, the show must go on. I got Ethernet running straight to Rudy Roundhouse's, beefy ass router, and I still can't get this thing to work. All right, anyway. So basically, I'm not gonna repeat everything I already did. I'm probably just gonna delete that stream. So we're just gonna start the show brand new, okay? So if you're coming in live, you're like, wow, this dude is like really angry. I've never watched this guy before. I don't even know if I wanna watch this guy. I'm not really an angry guy, but when stuff breaks down, King Konk knows this. When stuff breaks, the beast comes out. The beast comes out. And when it's Cox Communications problem, what do you want me to do? I'm just trying to run a show over here, Cox. Jeez. All right, let's go. All right, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go straight to voicemails because I'm aggravated now. And I only have 30 minutes. Thanks, Cox. Thanks. Who names the company Cox? It's like the sports store Dick's. Who names your store Dick's? Yeah, we're gonna go pick up some sports stuff at Dick's. Oh, I'm gonna get my internet at Cox. I'm gonna go to Dick and Cox. Like, what? Who does that? Who names their store these things? You don't use the name for a penis and name your internet company or your clothing store after a penis. Oh my God. Okay, I'm back to normal. I'm not as aggravated. All right, let's calm down. This guy named Richard who loves sports. Is his name Richard? I hope it is, but even if it was, who the hell was like, I know what we'll do. Richard, I'm the marketing team for the name Richard. And I know what we're going to do. We're going to call you Dick. Is it brilliant? Richard and Dick. Like, isn't that like all, don't you want to, and dude, everyone everywhere is going to love calling you Dick, Richard. You know what I mean? I mean, the marketing team for Richard really feels strongly that Dick is the way to go. I mean, and then you go as far, in 2022, we have a sports store called Dick's. I don't know if you guys have that on the East Coast, but who the hell does this? Who does this? Who names stuff over after a penis? An internet company at that, a cable company. I mean, I say it now. I say Cox Communications now like it's totally normal, but like it's not really. Like, Cox support, this is Ralph speaking, how may I help you? Oh, you're having a problem with your cable? I thought you'd call me about your penis. Like, seriously. I mean, what the heck? Anyway, all right, let's get back into the show. Wow. You guys have Dicks in New York too? Who would have thought? There's Dicks everywhere. All right. This is King Konk's favorite part of the show. He always says to me, I love when you get triggered because something breaks. I hate when something breaks, but it's probably some of my best content. Anyways. All right. Let's see. I got a super chat here from, thank you guys for joining again. We got a super chat here from the Impressionist Gamer that says, $2 super chat. Cox couldn't handle my super chat the second it crashed. I know, I guess so. All right, regarding the Polycade, why wouldn't you just use an Xbox combined with a Brooks board? They carry most Steam games that use arcade. Maybe that's a solution. Yeah, and an Xbox would be be a good solution. Best coffee talk of the year. Yeah, it's always good when everything breaks because I lose my freaking mind. All right, let's go to the voicemails because I'm over it now. I'm over it. Let's just go to the voicemails and listen to what people have to say. Maybe there's some good questions. Maybe I'll be saved by the voice. Maybe this whole show will be saved by the voicemails because goddamn Cox had to. I'm okay. Okay, Cox Communications, it is all your fault. I'm blaming you completely. I'm blaming you and Dick's Sporting Goods, even though they have nothing to do with it. I'm blaming them because their name is Dick too. Okay, everyone just got to name everything Dick. I'm going to change my name to Dick. I'm going to change my name to Retro Dick. That's what I'm going to change my name to. I'd like you all to address me as Retro Dick from now on. That's my new name. That's what we're marketing. The marketing team was like, Retro Ralph, it's got good search engine optimization, but we think, we were talking to the marketing team for Richard, and we called him Dick, and it's working out great for him. And then we have this sporting store. We called that Dick's. And then we got an internet, and we got this awesome, oh man, it's awesome. This really reliable and super stable internet and cable company. We called that Dick's, but it's a different variation. So the marketing team was like hard at work. We pay those guys like $300,000 a year. I mean, we pay them really good. And they came up with Cox Communications. There's so many different ways to use Dick. We didn't know it. So Retro Dick should be definitely the name you should go with. I mean, bar none, without a question. Do you know how many viewers you get? If you dyed your beard hair, you'd look younger, and called yourself Retro Dick, it's a match made in heaven. Match made in heaven. All right, so let's go to the voicemails. Let's go to the voicemails. This is one from Jared over at Tech TV. Let's see what he has to say. If it even plays, it probably won't. It won't. It didn't play. Cool. Just crashed everything. It's cool. We'll try it one more time. Now, why would anything work today? I mean, why would it work? We just have a show. There's a show to go on. I should have called it Dick Talk. If we called it Dick Talk, it would have been... What am I thinking using Coffee Talk? I'm gonna have to rebrand the show too. So not only should I be Retro Dick, but this should be Dick Talk. I mean, we'd do so much better if it was. That's the thing. All right, let's see this voicemail if we can listen
Ralph,
to
it. Are you there? It's Michael. Hey, it's Jared with Tech Toy TV. I just wanted to say hey and leave you a voicemail, but I will give you a question for your coffee talk. What is your favorite beat 'em up besides Streets of Rage? Because I know that's the one you would pick if I didn't put that exclusion.
Oh, Jared knows me pretty well, as most of you guys probably do. So he said, the question was, what would be my favorite beat 'em up besides Streets of Rage? Well, you just took out the one that I can't do. So I thought about this. So I listened to this last night and I thought about it. I was like, what would be my favorite beat 'em up game? And I'm kind of sticking with the arcade genre for when I answer this. All right, so I'm gonna rattle off a couple because I don't have a number one favorite. Streets of Rage is so far in its own realm that I can't even do it. So obviously my number one beat 'em up obviously would be Ninja Baseball Batman number one. My number one by IREM. No, actually, that's actually a pretty fun one, to be honest. But I'd say this is my list of like top ones. Golden Axe, bar none, Golden Axe, okay? Then I'd say, this isn't in any order, but these are ones that came to mind. I just wrote down immediately what came to mind. I was like zero latency. Like, what are they, right? So I'd say Golden Axe, X-Men, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, The Punisher, Final Fight, Metamorphic Force. That would be the ones that I would go with. I'm just saying that would be the ones I would go with. That was what first came to mind. I probably missed some. You guys are probably like, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't say TMNT. Oh my God, why no TMNT? But hey, I love TMNT. I just didn't want to put it on the list. X-Men to me beats TMNT. Bam! That's right. I'm fired up right now. Cox Communications. Son of a bitches. No, I have X-Men on there. There's X-Men. Oh, yeah. Demolish Fist. So Demolish Fist would be on there too. I've covered that on the channel before. Demolish Fist is a good one. I don't even know if you guys are still here because Cox Communications is probably like, me. I'm going to disable it. Disable Dick Talk with Retro Ralph. Yeah. My you know what sucks is I'm all triggered. Now my mother-in-law is going to watch this and she's going to think, what's wrong with Ralphie? She's going to call Kim. Be like, Ralphie really lost his shit on the show today. Now I feel like, you know what I mean? There's kids that watch the show. I just messed up bad. I mean, I guess like, I'm sure that kids in school have tons of penis jokes. So I'm sure it's like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure I didn't lose viewers because of it, right? I mean, right? Is it okay? Or Spectrum is worse than Cox? Well, at least they have a decent name. Spectrum. We Spectrum Internet. That sounds nice. The people at Spectrum aren't like, all right, guys, we talked to the marketing team and we're going to call ourselves Richard, but we'll call ourselves Cox for short. This is great. Everyone's gonna subscribe to this. All right, anyways, okay. I only have a little bit of time left because Cox ruined everything. So because they did, now we gotta do like half the show. We had to do half the show in a consolidated time because Cox decided to be a bunch of Anyways, so I'm not gonna go back in time. I visited Utah. That was a really fun trip. I went to Utah. It was for work. It was really fun. And part of that trip, I was freezing my ass off. We got a snowfall while I was there. But you know, there's one thing about me. If you meet me in person, if you've ever met me in person, I'm pretty much the same. I'm this person, right? I don't project a different person in real life. I am me. This is who I am. And but I have a shy side, and I also have I get a little bit of social anxiety. And it's been 2.5 years. When I'm in my element, like if we're at a conference, I'm around a bunch of people that I know love the same stuff as me. So it's easy. And I'm sure it's easier for you. Like if you go to a party and it's a bunch of people that are, oh man, these people are into all different things that I'm not into. Like let's say you go to a party and it's like the couple that you go to visit, the husband golfs all the time. So now you gotta have a golf conversation. You're like, shit, I don't golf. And of course, always the person at a party that the thing you dread the most is the thing they're going to want to talk about. And then some people have like zero awareness. So they'll talk to you and you'll be like straight face. They're like, oh, hey, man, I was pulling out my 9-iron. I have a Big Bertha. I got the Big Bertha down at Dick's. This is the new Big Bertha. This thing is awesome. It's made of like titanium or whatever metal is not heavy. I don't know because I'm stupid. Yeah, this metal. Oh, my God. Big Bertha. It's so funny because its name is Big Bertha, but it's not heavy. That's so funny. They call it Big Bertha, but it's light. Oh my God, this is amazing. I don't even know if Big Bertha is a thing anymore. But anyways, that person will talk to you about golf, even though you don't golf, and then they'll have no awareness. All right. So anyways, what does this have to do with anything? Well, I went to this work trip, and on the work trip, I was nervous because I'm like, oh man, what if a bunch of the people, and I work for a tech company. So if you work for a tech company, you should be at least a little nerdy, right? But I'm in marketing now. Marketing doesn't necessarily attract nerds. Marketing attracts a different type. So I'm like, this could be rough, but it wasn't. It was great. There was some new management in place and everyone was really cool. So it was awesome. I had a good time. And then I was like, man, the one thing, if I could do this while I'm in Utah, there's this one distillery. I love bourbon. And there's a distillery called High West out in Utah. It's beautiful. I'll show you a picture. But Utah is a really great place. I mean, Utah's a beautiful place. But yeah, so this is this little in town. This is a bad picture of it, but this is sort of like there's the mountain behind it. This is the distillery right here. It's freaking awesome. They got all their they make their own bourbons, and there's not a lot of West Coast based distilleries, so it's pretty cool. Like it's very cool, and they have I love stream courtesy of Dixon Cars. That's good, Lewis. I like that. Yeah, this distillery is the bomb, and I love myself some real smoky bourbon. Like I want to feel like you just put a flame. You just took a piece of firewood that's been burning and you shoved it in my mouth. I like it real smoky like that. Get that real smoky, peaty taste, right? I love it. And they have this one called Campfire, and it's freaking awesome. So if you like yourself an old fashioned with that campfire, so good. So good. Now, I don't drink that much, but it's good. Oh, okay. King Kong says he's been here. That's awesome. I'm really amped up right now. I got to calm down. Okay, I'm going to calm down. I'm trying to calm down a little bit. I think the energy drink's kicking in too. I think that's probably part of my problem. So the energy drink's kicking in. Oh yeah, exactly. Garage Gamer. Who's like, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna rival Costco, pal. All right, marketing team. We want to open a store, and it's like Costco, but we need a good name. what should we call it? I mean, there's many successful companies that have used the penis theme. We got Cox Communications, we got Dick's Sporting Goods, both premier companies and brands really killing it. Let's stick with that theme. What could we call it? Now, we want to be a big bulk store. You know, we want to sell things in bulk. Like when someone comes in to buy deodorant, you're like, hey, why would you buy one stick when you could buy 100 sticks of deodorant? And you know what we're going to call this place? The marketing team worked on it for days. For days. Fugazi. We're going to call it BJ's. That's right. And then we're going to stick with the BJ theme, and we're going to open up a pizza place as well called BJ's Pizza. So now we're going to have a place you can buy your stuff in bulk. We're going to open up a pizza place, and then we're going to branch off. We're going to start a nudist colony called Sangrula. Guys, we got a winner here. Forget about it. We got a winner. Everybody's going to want to go to Cox, Dick's, BJ's Pizza, and Sangrula. Now, Sangrula, we took some liberties with the name. The marketing team was really tired that day. They didn't know what to do. So they just said someone's like, Sangrula came out of their mouth. I don't know. So, yeah, we're killing it on the marketing end of stuff right now. You know what I mean? Killing it. All right. So what does Mike say? Charge $50 for a selfie. Yeah. All right. So let's get to the next voicemail, since that's what the show is now. All of the show is derailed. I did cover Utah, though. So the thumbnail at least makes sense because I covered Utah. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got here for voicemails. Let me make sure I'm set up right, because of course I would press the wrong button and some bullshit would happen. I mean, it's retro rap. So, I mean retro penis. All right. So let's see what we got here. I'm probably going to demonetize just for saying penis, which is weird. I'm sure there's medical channels that say it all the time. All right, let's see what we got.
Hey, Ralph. I was thinking about the arcade you mentioned at the nudist colony.
Oh, God.
Whether you do it yourself or you send a Retro Ralph nudist correspondent, you can get a lot of great content in a place like that. You know, I'm sure nudist gamers are like quirky, weird people. You have a wacky cast of characters. I'm sure they're hairy.
Wait, hold on, Stringer.
So you can like fit into the tribe. Maybe there's some kind of initiation you can film, and you can, you can put it on OnlyFans. Start your own OnlyFans Retro Ralph at night, or like Retro Ralph Bears All or something like that.
Oh, that's good. Bears All.
The only thing, I wouldn't recommend you do mods on OnlyFans, because Seinfeld used to say that there's good naked and bad naked.
Very true.
Like sneezing is bad naked because your body's not in a very attractive position, as opposed to like brushing your hair or something like that.
Chad really thought this out.
I wouldn't recommend you crouch and use power tools, but if any of these nude gamers are as tall as you and me, they're probably the first gamers in history to hit buttons with their joysticks. Little Cialis, hold down the...
Wow, he's really going all full in on this.
Mortal Kombat just by tightening the glutes. I smell a spinoff.
All right, Chad's awesome. I grew up with Chad. Chad has a great voice. Chad's an awesome dude. That's funny. Okay, so there isn't actually such... I don't know if Chad, I'm sure you're just joking. There really isn't an arcade at the nudist colony. I was joking about that, but I'll tell you something that's pretty funny. Yeah, he is. Chad's a great guy. Chad's very creative, really nice guy. Yeah, I went to school with him, and he was in all my crazy classes. We went to like shop class together. We had this... Anyways, he's such a good dude. I think he still lives in Lincoln. I hope he got the chance to hear himself on the show, but maybe he didn't. I don't know, because the link changed for the goddamn show because of Cox. Okay. Thank you, Chad, for the voicemail. I don't even know what's happened there. I started choking out of my own voice. This is the weirdest show. Are you guys even watching this shit? What is going on here? I guarantee you, my mother-in-law is watching this being like, my son-in-law is absolutely insane. And we need to get him some help, because my mother-in-law watches the show, which I love her very much. I love you, mother-in-law and father-in-law. You guys are great. You guys are the best in-laws ever. I mean, you're the only in-laws ever. The best ones, though. So, yeah. All right. Ooh, nudging a pinball machine at the nudist colony. That would be really rough. That would be really, really rough. Okay, so let's see what else we got. I'm going to get canceled because of this live stream. I hope no one at my work is watching this shit, because that's the thing. I now stream to Twitter. People at work follow me on Twitter. Oh, all right. Let's talk about this real quick. I have something cool to talk about. Actually, wait, let's see. Let's do a time check. There was, all right, 7:46. I'm going to say it fast. So one of the things I was, I've always talked about, I'll go full screen. This is a serious topic. Let's go full screen. I've always talked to you guys about, hey, I'd love, like you all know if you watch me, I really enjoy being in front of the camera. I went to school for video production. It's what I like to do. It's not what I do for my day job, but it's like my passion. It would be my passion to be the host of a show or something like that. I love that. But I got contacted, and there's nothing set in stone here, but for the first time in the 4 years of me doing YouTube, almost 4, I got contacted by a production company, a talent scout at a production company. It was a legit thing, not like, I know you guys are going to probably put some jokes in there, but it was a legit company, and they're looking to reboot a show. I can't really talk about the show or what it is, but they wanted to reboot this show. And they said, we like your personality. We found you on YouTube. Tell me a little bit about yourself, blah, blah. So it was about a close to an hour phone call. I don't know if anything's going to come of it, but I'm super flattered that, like, it's really cool that this whole thing has amounted to some, even if nothing came of it, that alone was cool. So I was super happy, and that was exciting to me because it's something I love to do. So I was like, man, that would be so neat. So anyways, they no, it's not it's not adult, but I knew it. I knew if I said it, it would be this kind of stuff. But yeah, no, it was a company out of New York, totally legit. They do other shows that you would know, well-known shows, but oh no, if this is true, I'm out. This is true. It probably is. God damn it. Is it anything to do with video games? Yeah, it actually is, but it's not. It is, but it's not. I mean, it is. But I can't. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to jinx it. I just thought that it would be cool. Maybe nothing comes of it, by the way, guys. I'm just flattered that they'd even reach out. I thought that was really cool. So anyways, I was over the moon the other day when that happened because that's a dream. You know what I mean? So hey, but you know what? I get to do that dream every day with you guys. So it was pretty cool. Anyways, yes, Silver Spoon's reboot. How did you know? It's not. Come on, don't joke. I know that you guys are joking about G4. I had some friends that worked at G4, so it's kind of a bummer that didn't happen. I think at the grand scheme of things, we all kind of knew G4 wasn't going to work out just because there's so many new. It is a total bummer. I never want to see anybody lose their job. It was super unfortunate, but there was a string of bad events, and also I think in general, I think the concept of G4 has left the station a long time ago because YouTubers have filled that void, and there's so many more of them. All right, anyways, we got Chris Guysot here. So what better way to continue the show than to share a voicemail from Chris Guysot, my friend. Mason always makes fun of me because I always say, Chris Guysot, the person that did, and like I always talk about Ralph's Retrospect. The problem is I have a lot of newer people that watch the show that probably don't remember. They don't remember Ralph's Retrospect, which sucks because that's one thing. I was actually thinking about that too, like on the channel. Like, should I remove old videos? I don't want to, but there's a strategy that would say that removing the old videos is a good thing because your new audience that you've developed doesn't care about the old content. But anyways, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb. But it's not dumb, I guess, apparently, because it's like some YouTube strategy. But I'm not going to do that because I don't care. Because I'm retro dick. We do what we're gonna do. Now my name is Richard, really, so it's Retro Richard. But we decided, the marketing team at Retro Ralph was like, dude, your name's Richard. You got to go with Dick. I mean, everyone goes with Dick. So we're gonna call yourself Retro Dick. There you go. And it fits. Everyone loves the nickname Dick for Richard. So you're Retro Dick now. All right. So but I mean, that's a logical choice anyways. I mean, who would, if your name was Richard, you always want to go with Dick. Always. Okay. So we're going to go and check this voicemail from Chris Guysot.
Hey, Ralph, this is Chris Guysot, your good buddy from Indianapolis.
Love this guy, by the way.
I'm going to throw this question out there to you. What is your favorite video game soundtrack, and why is it Streets of Rage? All jokes aside, what do you think are some really classic some of your favorite soundtracks from like video games and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to say I'm a huge fan of like Metroid, Super Metroid.
Okay.
Some of the remakes like Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children, and Richard Douglas's Shadowgate.
Richard Douglas,
soundtrack.
Dick Douglas.
So it'd be interesting hearing what you have to say. Also, getting ready to start my new job in December.
Congrats, Chris. That's awesome.
It's attached to a pinball arcade and a duck pin bowling.
Never going to get any work done, brother.
VR, and a lot of really great food places. So next time you're anywhere near Indianapolis, man, you need to come see me. We need to hang out. All right, take it easy, man. We'll see ya.
All right, so Chris has been watching the channel for a long time. So he was a viewer of the channel, then we became buddies. And then he did some, there's a playlist called Ralph's Retrospect on the channel. But anyways, his question was awesome. And congrats, Chris, on the job. That's really cool. I'm proud of you. That's it's weird because we both like kind of have done some cool career progression since we've met. So I think that's awesome. But he asked about video game music. Now, I thought quick, right? I had to think quick on this because I listened to this morning and I was like, what would I pick for video game music that I like? I think, of course, with everything I do, I always get very arcadey. But so this is some of the things that came to mind. Now, you guys just bear with me here. But one of them would happen to be this. So this is the soundtrack for The Revenge of Shinobi on the Sega Genesis. Now, you're probably being like, why do you pick this? And the reason why I picked it, it's Yuzo Koshiro. Who would have thought? It's the same guy that made the music for Streets of Rage. But I love it. Listen to it. It's just like, I don't know. It's badass, right? I think it's awesome. I don't know. It's just so good. Yuzo Koshiro's the bomb, though. I don't know. I love this. Too good. Too good. All right. So that was one that I picked. I'm going to pick a couple, but definitely put in the chat what your favorite ones are. The other one that came to mind was this. And man, I played this a ton. I played this so much as a kid that it was like, holy shit. Like I played this game a ton. I was a Sega Genesis fanboy, so you can see where there's a theme of what I'm picking. But this was one of my favorites. So you guys probably know this, but this wasn't the song that was my favorite. It was this one. It was the one called, I don't remember the track, but I pulled it this morning, but this was definitely my favorite one. Like my childhood is so, Green Zone Sonic 1 is a great one too, but this song was like etched in my mind because I used to play Road Rash so freaking much. But listen to it, it's just awesome. I love it. You guys dig this? You guys are putting some great ones in the chat. Moonwalker's great too, yeah, obviously. Like, who didn't play the crap out of this? Damn. This is a great question, by the way, Chris. Like, an epic question. Oh, man, it does hit different. Like, it does. I think it's that chip. It's that Yamaha chip they got on there or whatever. Oh, it just sounds so good. It shares a lot of similarities to... It definitely shares a lot of similarities. Someone said Rastan. Rastan's got that very much like that like... I played the crap out of Road Rash. I know, didn't we all? Like, I did, man. I loved Road Rash. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. I picked more than this, but I'm going to do one more that comes to mind. This is tough because I have two that are really good. I know this is going to hit a lot of people. This is like epic for me. But here, we're going to do this. Like, who doesn't love themselves some Outrun? Oh, I missed it. It's coming up in a second. But man, who doesn't love some Outrun? Sega just did music well, man. Is this it? Why do I keep missing the Maybe it's right here. Let's see. Outrun is not aged. What? Why was it not doing the dots? Then there's musical sound shower. I don't know. I just think this. No. All right. Anyway, that I picked a couple more, but Genesis Forever. I know. I love Genesis, man. I love it. I love Genesis. That's why that Mini 2 came out, which is pretty cool. I do potentially have a video coming out today. I don't know. We'll have to, so lately I've been editing my entire video, and then I get lazy at the end, and I need to add music, and I just give it to Mason. I'm like, don't just go do it. I edited pretty much the whole video last night. Stayed up till like 1 a.m. and then I shot it over to Mason. I'm like, just finish it. So if he finishes it today, give him some pressure. This is awesome. You guys can pressure Mason. He's in here. Be like, Mason, finish it. We want it out by noon Pacific time, Mason, or that's it. So anyways. All right, let's go back to voicemails one more time. We'll do a voice. By the way, I hope that wasn't echoing. Was that echoing when I was playing that? I bet it was. Oh, I haven't touched the video today. No, dude. Was that echoing, by the way? I feel like it was. I didn't hit the little button. If it was echoing, I'd be so pissed. Anyways, thanks, buddy. I know you'll get to it. It was good. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna do another voicemail here. This one is, let's see. Oh, this one's from Mason. Let's see what's going on with this.
Oh boy, Retro Ralph, it's me, Mickey Mouse.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. This one's from Mickey Mouse, not Mason.
Say, do you want to come inside my clubhouse?
No.
Well, all right. Let's go.
Is it just me, or maybe it's the whole dicks thing, but I'm reading that wrong? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you want to come inside my clubhouse? No.
Say, do you know how to get inside my clubhouse? oh, that's right. We have to say the magic words.
Is the magic words Cox Communication? If the magic words are Dick's Sporting Goods or Cox Communication, I'm not coming in.
Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse.
Okay, I can do that.
M-I-C-K-E-Y Retro R-A-L-F. Yeah, Ralph. That's not how you spell it. But
R-A-L-F?
Song. Yeah. Woo!
Okay, well, Mickey Mouse called. That's very interesting. I mean, this first time caller to the show, Mickey Mouse. He wants me to go inside the clubhouse, go inside it. Oh, that's bad too. Come inside, go inside, whatever. All right. Thank you, Mickey Mouse, for calling in. That was great. I appreciate that. All right, there's another one here. This one's from Mason. Sounds drunk. He doesn't drink, so he's not drunk. All right, we only have a couple more minutes. Crap, I have my team call today, so I gotta. Oh wait, hold on. I don't have an 8 a.m. meeting on my side. I gotta go. Actually. Okay, I got like 5. I can go over probably like 5 minutes. All right, let's look at. We got one from Dreamcast Kyle. Let's hear what he's got. Why is it not playing? Oh, Dreamcast Kyle, what did you do? Probably got that Cox Communications up in Canada, or maybe you're running that Dick's internet. All right, let's see.
Hey Ralph, this is your buddy Kyle from way up north. My question to you would be, if you were to open an arcade, what kind of machines would you put on the floor? And would you bring in new stuff, or would you run with the classics? Love the show. Take care, buddy.
Wow. All right. That's a tough one. He said, if I were to open up an arcade, would I bring in the classics or would I do something else? Kyle, honestly, like I've thought about this a lot, and I look at I look at some of the arcades and the amount of time and work and effort they put into keeping them. It's weird, right? Because if you opened up a barcade, like obviously your main source of revenue is coming from the bar. So you need to be able to focus your attention. If you're a startup business owner, like you're going to need to spend a lot of time. And I feel like I would be torn between, I'd want all the games to run perfectly, and then I'd want the bar to run well. So like if I was the main owner with no one that understood or could do the repairs on the retro games, this would be a tough one. I think I'd probably try to do a mix. because I'd want to bring in some new people, but also do retro. I don't know, man. I thought about it. Probably, definitely, 100%. Oh man, Arcade Hollywood, what's up, buddy? You missed a banger. You missed a banger. You have to go back and restart it. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Pinball machines would be a given in a barcade for sure, even though the cost of entry is high. I don't know. All I'm ever doing is repairing CRTs, man, and my own arcade. Like, all I'm ever doing is like monitor chassis go bad. I'm recapping monitor chassis. I'm at a point where almost actually every game I own, even though aesthetically speaking they're not perfect, every game I own, I've recapped the monitor chassis. So everything runs right now. Nothing is broken. I don't know. That's a really, really freaking hard one, man. Yeah, a bunch of Mr. Cades and Vulix's. I don't know, man. It's really hard. I really don't have a good answer for you because I feel like that's a tough one. Yeah, Arcade Hollywood, you're gonna be a little shocked by the beginning of the episode. Things kind of went downhill pretty fast. So let's see what you think. All right, we're getting up on work time. Let's see what else we got. I think we had one more. I think we had one more voicemail, and then we'll wrap up the show. And it's probably not going to play. Not going to play. Why? Why would I play? Oh, it is.
This is Richard Kildishnine from the Evercade Effect. And Ralph, I have a basic question for you.
Okay.
Do you play your consoles as much as you do your arcades? And if so, what do you play? Or for now, are you just mainly playing your arcades and pinballs? This is Richard Kildishnine.
Okay. All right. The question was, do I play my consoles, or do I spend the majority of my time with arcade? Here's the one thing, and anybody that does YouTube will understand this. It's really hard to make time for gaming because we're all adults. We all have jobs. We all have families, or some of us have families. So it's like whatever free time I have, I allocate to whatever I can. Honestly, right now, in my office or game room, whatever you want to call it, downstairs where I work, I've got the Stranger Things pinball right there. I usually turn that on every day and put a couple games in between work calls and stuff. So right now I'm playing mostly pinball, and actually that leads me to my second thing is just real quick. I'll do this fast. Actually, Silver Strike, that's a good point. I played that last night too. So my console stuff isn't getting as much attention, even though that's fun. Like the last game I played was that Protus game that's kind of like that Doom clone. But it's a great question. I think for me it's mostly pinball and arcade, but I do play console games. I just don't play them as much. Even though I should, actually, from a convenience standpoint. It's always this give and take, man. You know, like I'm always like, do I make a video or do I play games? And then a lot of times maybe the video involves me playing a game, so I'm playing a game for the video. So it sucks. I mean, like Pinball Expo was awesome this year because I really focused less on filming and more on enjoying the show. So thanks. Someone said go to work. All right, I got a couple more minutes. Let's see. There was one other thing I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I did this little quick thing. I thought it'd be fun to do a segment of what I'm working on in the garage. And last night I filmed this. So I'll play that, and then you guys can watch that real quick, and then we'll kind of end the show. So let me get that queued up here. I think I put it on last night. Let's see. All right, here it is. Let's see if this works. Okay, so it's pretty late at night. This is the night before Coffee Talk. So I've been up editing a video, but I figured I'd give you guys like a little kind of a glimpse into what I'm working on in the arcade right now. So let's go over here and I'll show you. So the first thing I'm working on is the Daytona USA. So actually the Daytona USA was having some steering problems, so I got that steering assembly all taken out. And I think the culprit is this potentiometer right here, because this isn't the right one. So I'm gonna replace it. Everything else seems okay though. So I think it's just this potentiometer, but I don't know. There's also some bent metal and some weird stuff going on in here. So I'm investigating that. But I mean, the game itself works great, so everything's good with the game. The other thing I'm working on is, if you remember from prior video, the light went out in the Simpsons. Actually, it's running TMNT right now. But if you press this little button right here and you hold it for a couple seconds, it will switch to Simpsons. But yeah, it's running both boards in there on a switcher. Smash TV is fine. The control panel overlay graphic is all messed up, so I gotta fix that. But Smash TV is A-okay for right now.
I got a new arcade actually. This is from Mike Lebinsky. So
Mike Lebinsky,
he sent me
what's up,
this.
buddy?
This is actually kind of cool.
by the way.
Let me see. Sorry, the camera is not really working the camera very good. So this is Victory Road, which is Ikari Warriors 2. I mean, it looks like it's in good shape for the most part. Yeah, so we'll see. I haven't even done a video on that yet, so that just came in, but it's looking pretty crowded on this side. Oh shoot, I gotta send this thing out. Someone's buying, screw this, screw you. So screw the Roadrunner, but someone's buying the control panel, the marquee, and the PCB. I'll show you real quick. Someone's buying the PCB. So I'm gonna keep the main board in here, and they're gonna buy the cartridge. And I actually have, believe it or not, let's go inside real quick. I'll show you something. This is probably way longer than it needs.
All right, that was it. That was the garage tour. We did. If you missed the first stream, because this whatever happened to the first part of the stream, it crashed or did whatever. But I did cover. Someone left a voicemail and asked me for what's in my fridge, so I had a fridge video. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to delete that first stream, so maybe we'll revisit some of those voicemails for next week's show. I'm sorry, guys. It's just I don't know what the hell happened there, but I don't know. I really don't know. It was saying that it was connected to YouTube and something crashed, so it was a nightmare. But anyway, we're back, and I was trying to see if there's anything I didn't cover on the topics. We covered I didn't cover the Stranger Things sound mod, which is really, really cool. So basically, there's a guy. I don't say his name because I think it's frowned upon by Stern, but there's a guy that does sound mods. He does sound and video mods for pinball machines. He did one for Jurassic Park, and he did one for Stranger Things. So it added one of the modes in Stranger Things now plays that Kate Bush song, and then that became very popular again because of the show. It also has visuals from the newer seasons of the show, so it kind of modernizes the pinball machine. You know, Stern will only pay to license certain assets from the show, so they're not really doing updates where I'm sure it would cost them a ton of money to do updates and license more video and more audio, but it's awesome. Like, it really does. Oh yeah, that was cool that a ball got stuck on the Demogorgon, or the Demogorgon, Demigorgon. Thanks, Arcade Hollywood. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you haven't, Arcade Hollywood is a very good friend of mine. If you haven't ever gone and checked out his show, if you enjoy arcade and pinball content, you'll love his show. Go check out Arcade Hollywood. He's a very good friend of mine as well. But he produces very, very, very like professional level content. But anyways, that wraps up. And now this isn't going to play. Oh, it will. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. We went a little off the rails today. You know, we just did because we had some problems with the show in the beginning. And yeah. And I got to get back to work now. I actually have my team call in a little bit. So yeah, you see, I got my team call. You see, hey, where's this Ralph guy? Where's Retro Ralph? Hey, yeah, see. All right, well that's it. That concludes the show. I'm gonna play this thing now. That's gonna be really loud and obnoxious while I end the show. And it's because I did not set the audio levels properly. So I would plug your ears, because what you're gonna hear is gonna be very, very loud and annoying. But it's because I didn't have time to fix it this morning. So not only did the show go off the rails, but I'm gonna blast those eardrums out right at the end. Thanks so much for joining, guys. I appreciate it. Your support means the world to me. And we will see you on the next one.